Kids and cadets, welcome back to Tommy Time. Thanks for coming out. Happy Easter. I hope you're going to eat a lot of chocolate bunnies today. Have a couple of marshmallow bunnies for me as well, or marshmallow chicks, whatever those yellow things are with all that yellow food coloring. The peeps. Anyway, happy Easter. I'm revisiting this Yardworks. I had gotten this a while ago for 10 bucks and I did a video on it. Gentleman was going to buy a machine from me. He ended up buying one from somebody else, a craftsman. I ended up buying this from him directly for 10 bucks. We did an initial video. Like I said, we discovered that the choke was in the closed position at startup. I ended up putting a small screwdriver in the choke and it ran fine. Once the choke was opened up, remove the screwdriver and it would go back to choke. So we got to figure out what the deal is with the choke and the choke system. The other issue that we had discovered was the oil was totally overfilled, and I wasn't sure if the high mark was here or down at the hash marks. A few of you commented it's down here at the hash marks. The oil level was way up here at the top, so it should be down here at the hash marks. And to check it, you just put the dipstick back into the tube, you let it sit there, and then take your reading. So we're still a little overfilled here. I got to pour some off. I poured quite a bit off initially. More's got to come off. So the other thing with this was the safety brake cable. The safety brake cable was dragging, and I think I had to use vice grips to clamp the linkage. There was a break in the cable there, and there was some rust down here. I tried oiling it up, but it was still dragging way too much and not opening up the linkage. So I put a new cable on it. So let's do the choke deal. I've already had this apart and cleaned the carburetor, and I'll show you what I discovered. So 10mm nuts here, and then a 10mm bolt on this side. Yeah, who's going to do any Easter egg hunting? Are there any egg hunters in the audience? Maybe your kids or grandkids are going to try to fill the basket. So this air filter backing plate comes off, exposing the carburetor. Extremely easy to get off. You would remove the linkage in the spring here, and this whole thing comes off. Very easy. So apparently, whoever had worked on this did not put the air vane lever in the right position. The lever should be on this side because it's putting pressure on the choke wafer now, and it's in the closed position. There's no way to get this thing backwards unless you manipulate it. I can kind of tweak this plastic and push it out of place to make it work, but this wouldn't have happened on its own. Somebody would have had to do that. Now the air vane is in the right position. As the engine starts, it's going to open up the choke to full open. So this air vane lever was on this side. It's not supposed to be there. This is how it should be set up. Engine starts, air vane pushes the choke to the full open position. So I'm surprised the handyman didn't realize what the deal was. I don't know what happened. I wouldn't sell anything that wasn't running 100%. I don't know what the circumstances were. Maybe he was down to his last $3.50. I'm not quite sure. But the buyer shouldn't have bought it anyway with it running on full choke. So it ended up in Tommy Time's hands. It was a simple fix. Did the carb clean as a precaution. Little bit of sediment. It wasn't terribly bad. Jets were not blocked. As you recall, it did start and run once we put the screwdriver in the choke here. So snug this down. I got a new air filter. The air filter was not reusable, so we're going to put a new air filter on this. Get it down on the ground. This was assembled in the US, this Yardworks, but it's marketed by MTD Canada out of Toronto, Ontario, is what the production sticker says. So Yardworks apparently is their Canadian branded name. This aftermarket filter's giving me a problem. Let me try stuffing it in here. I might have to shave some of this foam off. It's kind of going in kind of rough, but temporarily I'm just gonna do something like this to get it started. I wouldn't think the air filter would be the hold up. But anything's possible. I'm gonna, okay, there we caught it. We got it caught. Got a couple of threads tight. I'm gonna shave some of that foam just to make this fit. It's kind of putting pressure on the plastic. Okay, let me get this on the ground. I promise not to run over any Easter eggs. Okay, when we get it on the ground, I'll turn it over. I should have brought out the rats because the rats ate the gas cap. So blade's a little chewed up. Let me spin this around. So you see the big chunk missing out of the adapter here. So the keyway happened to be in this position. That's missing. So all that's holding it is the bolt. If the bolt comes loose, this thing's just going to freewheel. I'm going to order, or I did already order actually, another adapter. Notice this. So this was like 25 bucks, kind of expensive. It's the larger size adapter. So we're at 25, and then the cable is about 10, so 35, and I paid 10 for it. We're at 45 so far, 45 plus the air filter. Okay, so I just spilled a bunch of gas from that rat damage here. The gas poured out of the cap. I should probably use some AB compound and fix that. Not that Harvey, the homeowner, is going to ever maintain this thing. If he sits it out in the rain, rain's going to get through that chew mark into the tank. I just wasted 17 cents worth of gas. Okay, so those are the known issues with this thing, the 2009. This is the MTD number, production date on the engine, November 2009. Blade adapter and the cable number. So this was kind of an easy one. Just did a little troubleshooting on the choke deal. Figured out why it was stuck. I've greased the wheels already. So we're just going to wait for that adapter to come in. It's coming in from Minnesota, I believe. The great people of Minnesota have that adapter. So that worked out good. That machine's got a torch plug on it. You could get rid of that torch plug if you're worried about spark. I don't have too much luck with those torch plugs. You could go with the Champion plug. I think it takes an RN9YC or an RN10YC is the compatible torch cross reference to the Champion plug. So not a bad project on this one. I hope you guys have a good day today. Thanks for coming out and checking out this 2009 Yardworks. As you recall, this thing was bilingual. It's in French and English. This 173 cc PowerMore. Marketed by MTD of Canada under the Yardworks name. It's a turd, but somebody will buy it. I'm thinking $100. I still got a little more to do on it. Like I said, I'll fix the cap, sharpen the blade, and wait for that adapter to come in. As always, please tip your waitress and wait staff today. If you go out for Easter dinner, have a lot of ham, take it easy, have a good day, and I'll throw some more videos at you this week. Thanks for coming out. Appreciate it. Somebody send me a chocolate bunny.